I'm back with another live. I got the sun to my left, so it create a little funny look, but uh, we're gonna rock out, man. Yeah, I could have took more time to choose a better angle and all that, but to me, for this one, done is better than perfect. So I hope it ain't too crazy. Done is better than perfect. Maybe I could lean over here and, you know what I'm saying, put the camera over here, but I just want to get this done. I hope it ain't too crazy though, but let me try to. Let me slide over here. So you'll probably stay where you are because of this. So this particular title, I was referring to the mindset. So for those, if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Marquise Trent, man, serial published author, youth empowerment speaker, content creator, uh, just change agent. I've written and published several books. My latest one is Playing Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when they were your age. And today is a big day, man. For me, it's day number 6. For those who, this is your first time tuning in, I said I wanted to commit myself to doing 30 days of live on YouTube. I have been working hard. So I neglected my YouTube channel, but I wanted to get back on track and, one, hold myself accountable, 2, reestablish another level of discipline, as well as, of course, grow the channel. So, I ain't gonna lie, I think I don't know, I shouldn't. Nah, I think I'll just leave it where it is. It is what it is for now. Alright, man. So, in today's video, I wanted to talk about, as you see the title, you'll stay where you are because of this. One of the biggest things my dad told me, I was a little later, I was a little older, but when he shared it with me, I really understood. And that's the mindset. That's the mindset. And people will stay where they are in life because of their mindset. You know what I'm saying? One thing that's looking at my own life and studying people, studying, to write this book, to write other books that I wrote, your environment is extremely important. There's this concept called nature versus nurture. Nature versus nurture. Nature meaning what is your genetics? You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, we do take after our parents. We do take after our people. What's up, Anderson? So when it comes to nature versus nurture, nature is, there's athleticism running your family. There's entrepreneurship running your family. There's alcoholism and addiction running your family. These are realities when you look at epigenetics and things of that nature. So you kind of subject to the reality of your gene pool and who you come from as a person, as a people. That is a reality. However, nature versus nurture. Nurture meaning your environment. Your environment is extremely important. All right. Your environment is extremely important. So you can have a disposition to act or be a certain way just because of who your parents are, because of who your family is. However, how you're raised and the way that you're raised will largely determine who you become as a person. What does that mean? When you look at the title, you'll stay that way because of this. I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about your mindset. And in the book, I do break that down and I talk about that heavily. So let's look at, as y'all know at the time of this recording, yesterday was the election, all right? Yesterday was the election. So myself being a black person, an African American, naturally I was raised Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, my family and my people was Democrat. And I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I want to make a point regarding this video and the topic of today. All right. Naturally, I was raised Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Myself personally, I came up, I was never into politics. I was never into politics. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't important to me, But as I grew older, I'm talking about years and years and years down the road, I got around some different people. All right, excuse me. Got around some different people and was sharing some things with me that had me look more into politics, its importance, and things of that nature. So as of this moment, I've only voted twice in my life, all right? I've only voted twice in my life, all right? I may share that at the end, Kamala, because I want to stay on point. I want to stay on focus right now. So why did that even matter or make sense according to what I said? Why? Because according to my no, you good. It's all good. According to my nature, I'm a black man. You feel me? I'm black. Mama black, daddy black, so forth and so on. According to my nurture, you know, my family was Democrats. Just like me personally, right now, I don't watch sports. And I've had some people look at me like I got three heads. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you don't watch sports? You a grown man. Yeah, I'm a grown man. And I don't watch sports. You feel me? Now, I came up liking the Dallas Cowboys and the Redskins. Like, part of my family like the Cowboys, part of my family like the Redskins. So it's like, people would say, well, who your favorite team? Who your team? I be like, the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? My aunt, she loved the Redskins. God rest her soul. But that again goes to nature versus nurture. Now, me, I played football, you know what I'm saying, in the yard. Like, I didn't play organized football in high school or things of that nature. But, you know, I would play football in the yard with my people and all of that. So nature versus nurture, both of these have an impact on your mindset. You can stay where you are as a person, as a grown-up for the rest of your life because of your mindset, because of the way your mind is set. So I always encourage people just to be open-minded, even if you disagree. Even if you disagree with a person, you can disagree with a person, but be open to at least hear the opposing side, all right? And then don't listen to respond, listen to understand. I'm married with children. And I've been in debates with people by the grace of God. Let me break it down a little bit. Some of y'all may not know who I am. My name is Marquise Trent. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I currently reside in Texas in the DFW area. I've written and published several books. This is my latest book, Plan Maturity for Teens. This is my t-shirt, Think Different, Live Different, with a young black boy wearing a crown on his head. And it say, any questions? All right, I did 9 years in the military with 2 tours overseas. I used to run the streets back in the day with the killers, the gangsters, the hardheads. I didn't did stuff that I wasn't proud of. I've been in places where I shouldn't have. I've experienced violence. I've been on both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? I have a wide range of experiences. I've been locked up several different times. I do have a bachelor's degree with a business, and I have a bachelor's degree in business administration with a focus on marketing. You know what I'm saying? So I've been overseas. I've been in jail. I've been in the church. I've been a lot of different places with a lot of different experiences. You feel what I'm saying? So when I talk about things like this, it's not from just a closed-minded, closed life. It's from a lot of different experiences, and by the grace of God, an open mind to see. So although a person may disagree with you, when you talk to only respond when you listen to only respond realistically, you're not listening. Your ears are closed off. Your soul is closed off. Your ears are closed off to hear new concepts or information that you can then use reason and logic to determine which way you're going to answer that or how you're going to move. But when a person is listening and to understand, then you can make a more logical point or argument. So having been on the news several different times, having been interviewed on the news, having ministered to, I don't even cough in my hand. Anyway, you shake your hand with the right. But anyway, you know, having spoken to thousands of people, having ministered to thousands of people over the years, what's up to everybody saying hello? Having been in all these different places, I understand. Like, willing to listen to people's viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? So that I can share my viewpoint. And we can choose to disagree or whatever. Appreciate you tapping in from Korea. God bless you. So when you say a person can be or stay where they are because of their mindset, that's real. So if a person get on here with an opposing argument or an opposing viewpoint to me, I'm willing to listen to what they're saying, and then I'm willing to share my point of view from my own insight, my own experiences, and for me personally, by the grace of God and the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So let me read a brief segment of the book, Plan Maturity for Teens, which talks about mindset. So again, This is my book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when they were your age. That's me, Marquise Trent. There go my picture right there. You know, so long story short, people say, hey man, if you could go back in time and talk to your younger self, what would you say? Well, I literally wrote a book about it. So you talking about from ages 10 all the way up to 21, people can find value in this book. I even had grown people older than me order the book that have followed me for several years. That go back to what I was saying. I had a woman that hit me up and said, hey bro, I'm going to order a copy of your book. She was like 43, 44. She said, I'm going to order a copy of your book because I already know what it is. I've been following you for years, and you give a lot of value. You give a lot of information and insight that has opened my mind. So I know if you wrote a book, she was just so transparent and really blessed me. It moved me, man, because she was like, the book adults wish they had when they were your age. It was a lot of stuff that I wish that I had known when I was a child. So check it out. So I talked about mindset. All right. This determines where you'll end up in life. That's the title of that chapter. I'm going to read a little bit. I'm going to break it down a little more. I'm going to rock out. Next, we're going to talk about mindset. We discussed knowing yourself in the other chapter. Mindset is a part of that. However, now we're going to dig a bit deeper. Now, this next one right here is so serious. Beliefs. Everything that's going on in your life and around your life comes down to what it is that you believe. So I got to a point in my life where I've really been challenging my beliefs. As I stated, as a child, as a young black man coming up in Richmond, Virginia, I came up Democrat. I grew up being a Democrat. But I never fully participated in politics at all. So again, I was guilty by association. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times in life, people take on beliefs, people take on ways of being for years in their life just because who they was around when they was young. So a lot of times you ain't even being yourself. A lot of times a person ain't even being their self. A lot of times a person is being those that were around them. So here it is, I'm a grown man, and I don't watch sports. I never really watch football. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody, boom, I'll watch the Super Bowl for the festivities. I'll watch the Super Bowl because, you know what I'm saying, people throw parties and we got good food to eat on and all that. I enjoy it for that, but I myself will not go willingly sit down on a Sunday, Monday, whatever other day, football come on, turn on the TV and watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours of football. I don't do it, and I have never done it. You understand what I'm saying? So my like or love for the Cowboys or the Redskins was only because of my association with and my being around my family coming up. All right? Mindset is everything. Beliefs. If there is one thing that is very important to understand and then find a way to make work for you, it is your beliefs. Again, I wrote this book for teenagers. If you got a teen, you might want to get it. The book is available down in the descriptions below. If you got a 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, all the way up to 21, I promise you they can and will find value in this book. I like what Bing had to say about the definition of belief. Belief, something one accepts as true or real. Ooh, listen to that. Something one accept. That means as an act of your will, you got to accept that concept or that thought, and then you believe that it's true. Something one accepts as true or real. A firmly held opinion or conviction. That's deep. A firmly held. That means that joint got roots. A firmly held opinion or conviction. Let's break that down. Something that one accepts. Bold plus underline. It's true or real. We talked earlier about people calling us names and things that are said to us. We don't have to accept those things. We don't have to accept those things. When you accept those things and don't get rid of them, then they can become a belief. Your belief. Do you believe that you sorry on the basketball court because you missed 3 or 4 shots? Again, reading from my book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when they were your age, Marquise Trent. Or is it because your mom said with conviction that you're sorry, and then she passed that along to you with her words? By the way, conviction is a firmly held belief or opinion. All right? We just had the election. At the time of this video, we just had the election yesterday. And a lot of people believe a lot of different things A lot of people believe a lot of different things because of what was said to them through various different channels. All right. When something is firmly held, that means that it has roots like a tree. It has a solid foundation like a house. That's powerful, y'all. We do not, all caps, have to accept people's opinions about us, whether bad or good. Sometimes the good stuff, quote unquote, can go to your head and turn you into a jerk. No one likes a stuck-up, big-headed, self-absorbed jerk. Nobody. It's okay to accept kind words. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you remain in control of what you believe about yourself by always keeping control of your thoughts, what you allow to your heart, and what you choose to believe about yourself. It can be good to build up a mental bank of good things that people may have said about you. However, if you're in a or place where people never say kind stuff to you, it's important to say it to yourself. That's where affirmations come into play. That's my book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when your age. It is available down in the description below. Again, we just had the elections. A lot of people believe certain things about either party, which at this point it really don't matter since Donald Trump won. All right. A lot of people believe different things, mainly due to the information that's coming into their ears. All right. Mainly due to the mindset, the state of their mind, the set that they have, the set way of operating and thinking that your mind has. All right. But it's up to you to determine which way you're going to go as a person and how you're going to believe and how you're going to operate. All right. By the grace of God, I'm more naturally optimistic. All right. And that has served me and hurt me. There's been times in life where I have been more naive because I'm thinking people going to keep it as real as I'm keeping it or be solid like I'm being solid regarding the situation. But in the streets and in the world, there are people that will take advantage of you. In the streets and in the world, there are people that will get over on you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to peep game. You got to be aware. You got to be knowledgeable. You got to be knowing what's going on. You can't be green and naive, but that's just what it is. So because I'm, by God's grace, naturally more optimistic, my mind is more open to things and situations and people that can help me. So because I've grown, because I've learned, because I've gained wisdom through situations, now, yeah, I'm peeping game. I'm looking, I'm seeing what's going on with people, their agendas, their, you know what I'm saying, intentions and things of that nature. All right. So in closing, be aware of what your mindset is. Listen to people when they say stuff to you. Listen to people when they say stuff to you. All right. One thing that I learned from this mentor of mine from years ago, he said if your wife or a person says something to you, you know, that's hurtful or harmful or, you know, listen, that go back to what I said earlier in the video. Listen to what they're saying. Analyze it. See if it's true. If it's true, take what's said and work on what was being said about your character, but get rid of the spirit or the mindset and way that it was said to you. I'm going to say that again. One thing that I learned from one of my mentors from years ago, if somebody say something about you or towards you, listen to what it is that they're saying. Analyze it to see if it's true. Bro, you always late, man. God dang. Sis, you stay coming off sideways. Hey, man, you real gullible sometimes. Hey, bro, you real naive. Hey, girl, you real whatever. You know, you don't never listen. Woo, woo, woo. A person might say something to you. Listen to what it is that they're saying. Analyze it. Be honest with yourself and see, man, I do be late a whole lot. Man, I have been naive about a lot of things. Man, I do get an attitude when somebody say something that I don't like. Man, so listen to what a person says to you, about you, towards you. Analyze it to see if it's true. And then work on the character flaw or the character trait that was acknowledged, but get rid of the way that they said it. Like if my wife come to me and be like, babe, you don't never do what I ask you to do when I ask you to do it. You always procrastinate. And she was fussing at me when she said it. Babe, you don't never do what I ask you to do when I ask you to do it. You always putting stuff off and waiting till the last minute. Now, I can be like, I can get in my feelings and be like, girl, who you talking to like that, shawty? Don't yell at me. What's wrong with you? Or I can be like, all right, babe, you got it. But I go in the other room or I get in the whip and I drive off and I'm thinking like, dang, she asked me to put the shelf up in the room. She asked me to wash the dog. She asked me to, you know what I'm saying, do this. She asked me to save some money for this. She asked me to do this. She asked me to do that. And I can honestly say, man, I did put that off. She asked me to put the shelf up. It took me 2 months to go to Lowe's and get a shelf and get some screws and put the shelf up. She asked me to wash the dog. I did take about 3 weeks before I did that. She asked me to do this. Heck, I did. So what she said was valid. So let me acknowledge that and take action on the way of being. But let me get rid of the attitude that she had. Like, I push that aside. Why? Because if she saw a pattern of me doing this for several months or years, then yeah, there could be some contention that had built up. There could be some tension that had built up over the months and years that she's watched that pattern of me being as a husband. So it's your folk Marquise, man. I pray y'all found value here. This is your first time. Like this video. Comment down below if you gain some value. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We got more. Like I said, I'm shooting for the 30 days. 30 days. I'm in day 6 already. So I'm proud of myself. But I'm motivated to do this. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy being a creator. I created this t-shirt. I created this book. I created over 100 videos on here. Other videos on my other YouTube channels, my ministry channel. I got over 100 videos, live segments and feeds on my Facebook. You know, so it feels good to be back in front of the camera. Ultimately, it feels good to do God's will for my life. Again, if you like the shirt, Think Different, Live Different, it is available in the description. Also, my t-shirt brand, Lord Save My City, as well as both books, Playing Maturity for Teens and Overstanding a Comprehensive Look at Gangster Rap. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Till next time, y'all bless.